I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Facebook was a little funny. So here is the LimeLight, their newest collection of makeup brushes that comes in a collection, or you can buy them individually. This is called the Classified Brush Collection. They are currently discontinuing their signature vegan brushes and replacing them with this one. So if you do buy the collection, it comes in this canister, which is great for travel. It snaps closed. These are vegan bristles as well. Very high quality, professional grade makeup brushes. So it comes off completely, so you have two separate canisters. I'll go through all the brushes, and I'm going to show you my top 5 that I absolutely love and use probably every day. This is their tapered powder brush, which is very similar to their older model. It is kind of dome shaped. It has a little point at the top. This would probably make it in my top 5 as well, but I'm trying to keep it to my top 5. If it was top 6, I would include this one. This one is great if you have, I think, a bigger face, or great for applying bronzer, or even blush. You could use it for 2 different things, but it's great because it has a little tip that can go right into a little space under your cheek. And you can use it for contouring, which is great. Sorry, my electrician is here today, so I'm hearing some banging going on downstairs. So this is their tapered powder brush, a favorite of many. Let's see, this is their all-over powder brush. Now this has gotten a much bigger head, so it's huge. So if you're doing powder, you could quickly just do a setting powder over your face super fast, or if you wanted to blend in your colors down to your neck, this would be great for that, for body brush. Awesome. Number 3 is their angled blushing brush, one of my favorites. Which is great because it's angled, so it actually fits perfectly where you want to apply the blush. Usually like right around the apples of your cheeks, see? And then just a slight swipe up, not too far up. Let's see, number 4 is their foundation brush. Let's see. It's flat, and it's a little tapered, and it's very dense. So if you wanted a fuller coverage foundation, you could use this to quickly put on foundation. This one is a cult favorite with LimeLight users. It's a buffer brush. It has less dense bristles on top and denser bristles on the bottom. The black are more dense, and the top is definitely more fine. So it's a lot of people like to use this because can easily dip it into their foundation or the concealer and easily just go in circles and buff their foundation on very quickly. It can also be used under your under eye circles. It can be used everywhere. So there's more than one use for this buffer brush, and I know this is a favorite, and it was sold out of the original collection when they had the signature vegan brushes. So that was their buffer brush. The concealer brush, this is one of my favorites as well. So great for applying concealer. If you want a thicker or you need more applied, this is great to use. You'll get more coverage with this than without. Concealer brush, you can use it for smaller spots to conceal, and you can just dab your concealer on. Number 7, their large shadow brush, which is great for applying eyeshadow on over your entire eyelid, which is what I did this morning. I used their Bare Metals collection, and I used their lightest color. There's a slightest shimmer in these colors, but it's great for all skin tones, and it's not over the top glittery. It's just, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just the slightest sheen. It's very, very, very nice, not over the top. Sorry, I have a cough. Their dome Number 8, their dome blender. This is one of my favorites as well. This is a little bit denser, and you see, it's like, it's a cute little, it's very dense. I use this to apply my concealer, especially in areas that need fuller coverage and that are harder to mask, or like if you have a scab or a rougher skin area, you can use it and dab it on, and it will give you much fuller coverage, which is great. You can also use it underneath for concealer and just go in circles. So there are many uses for this. You can even use this if you wanted to apply very gently your eyeshadow. But this is awesome. So this is number 8, their dome brush, or dome blender. Then there is their angled shadow brush, or angled shadow brush. Number 9. This is great for applying shadow, because it's at an angle. So if you were going to apply shadow, it's great because it covers your entire lid. But you can also turn it sideways and use it in your crease. Let's see. Number 10, their pointed blender. This is not as dense, it's more fluffy. This is also good for shadow, for blending in, so you have no harsh lines. If you do a smoky shadow, this is their smoky shadow brush. Same thing, it's like, it's a denser brush, and you can see that. Denser on the bottom, less dense at the top. And it'll be used for your smoky eyeshadow looks, which I have not actually practiced with yet. There is their bold lip color. Where is that one? Oh, here it is. It's hiding. If you want to apply your lipstick with a lip brush, this is their number 12 brush. It's great, I think, when you're applying darker or brighter lip colors like reds, because it's easier to control, and you get more of a, if you want more of a sheer application of your lipstick and not super bold, this is great because you have more control with less lipstick being applied. Let's see what number, bold lip, okay. Number 13, their angled liner. This is their angled liner brush. This is great if you like to put powder or gel eyeliner. You can dip it in your eyeliner gel or eyeliner shadow. This is what I did this morning. I used their shadow. I literally dipped it in the shadow. You see it has an angle to it, and I just went along my lash line and dotted it as close to my lashes as I possibly could to make my lashes look denser. And my eyes are a little hooded, the skin is a little hooded, so if you see, if I lift, you can see that I have, the shadow is closer to my lashes. And I also went over that with a liquid eyeliner. So that is their angled liner brush. Their brow tamer, which is awesome, because your eyebrows are what make you look youthful and frame your face. So you can, on one end, you have the brush to brush up your eyebrows. That way you can see where you have some scarcity. And then the other end is an angled brush. So you can literally just go into your shadow, or I use LimeLight's eyeshadow number 40, taupe for the best. I literally dip it in, shake off the excess, and if I have a bare spot, I'll go in and just fill in my brows with this. And it's great because it doesn't apply too much, it doesn't lay down too much color. It gives more of a shadow underneath your eyebrows, so it doesn't look like you took a Sharpie marker and outlined your eyebrows. It just gives you a natural shadow underneath. Or if you wanted to just fill in a few sparse areas, you could do that. So this one is great because it's got the brush on one end and the angled brush on the other side. So if you were going to choose between two, you know, there's two brushes, and these are pretty much the same, the angled liners. If you wanted to keep one specifically for black eyeliner, you know, maybe you want two, but otherwise you could just choose I would go with just the brow tamer because it has both the brush and the angled liner on it. So you could use it for your eyeliner, and you could use it for your on your brows. You just have to clean it in between. And then, let's see, so that was number 11, or no, sorry, 14, their brow tamer. And then number 15 is their bent liner, which is great because if you're also applying eyeliner, it's already bent, so you don't have to get into any weird contorted shapes to apply it because it's not straight, it's bent. So you literally can go in and line, and then if you do your bottom lashes, you just turn it and you go down and you can line your bottom ones easily because it's bent. It's a bent liner, so you don't have to try and contort your arm to do that. So that one's great too. But if I were to choose my top 5, I would choose their angled blush or brush because I can use it for more than one thing. I don't have a big face, so I could use it to apply my bronzer and my blush. So I can have multiple uses for this one brush. Their domed blender, which is great because I love it for applying a denser application of my concealer onto my face because this gives me more coverage where I need it than my beauty blender can do. And it can also be used underneath my eyes with my concealer, and I can just, so multiple uses. That's what I love. So that was 2. 3, I would choose their angled shadow brush for eyeshadow because I can do it all over, and I can also do it just in the crease area if I want, and I can use it to blend the lines out so there's not a harsh line. That was 3. Number 4 would be their brow tamer because they've got the brow brush on one side and their angled liner on the other side. So I can use it for my brows, or I can use it as eyeliner application. That is brush 1, 2, 3, my top 4 so far. And that was the brow tamer brush number 13. And for my last one, this is toughy, but I guess I would have to say number 6, their concealer brush. Because if I happen to need even more cover, well, geez, it's hard. This is really hard. Yeah, but their concealer brush is also great at applying concealer where you need it, or dotting it on. So the concealer brush and the domed blender are a tie, I would say. And then, so that would be my top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I had to choose 2 more, okay. If I had to choose 2 more, I would definitely say their tapered powder brush, because I do love it for getting right in there. And their buffer brush, only because you can buff, you can do your concealer. So, oh, that's a tough one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is what I would say. I would say these would be my top 5 choices. The angled blusher, the buffer, the angled shadow, the domed blender, and the brow tamer. My top 5. If I had to choose 6, I would throw in the tapered one. Because you can also use the tapered one to apply not only your finishing powder on with this too. You could do it by just tapping. So multiple uses. So those would be my top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, top 6. So think about brushes as paintbrushes, as you use paintbrushes for multiple uses. So choose a brush that you would use the most and that you could use in as many ways as possible. So I mentioned the angled blusher brush. You can use it for contouring, blush, even highlighter, just washing in between. Brow tamer and their dome blender, definitely my favorites. And I need an eyeshadow brush, so I would choose their angled one. So that is it. If you wanted to, okay, all right, I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, so if someone always asks me what I'm wearing on my lips, I am wearing number 1, their number 1 lip liner all over my lip, and I just went over that with their Bliss signature lip gloss. Okay, well, it was nice hopping back on here, and we're having a gorgeous day. So if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything you want to see or want to come and pop up to my house, have a one-on-one, or look at the holiday collection, or if you live far away from here and you still want to do a one-on-one, there are different ways, whether it's via Skype or a Zoom meeting. There are different ways to do that. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye. Whoops, sorry, didn't finish that.